Scorpio, welcome to your December monthly messages from Spirit Reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Scorpio. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. So let's go ahead and see what you need to know right now for the month of December, what is happening in December unfolding. But even if anything you're going through right now that you need clarity, insight, healing, guidance on, let's see what Spirit wants to tell you for a message that was meant to find you right now in this very moment with whatever you're going through. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, we're starting off very strong with water energy, and I'm not surprised to see that as you're a Scorpio. You are a water sign, but the crazy thing is that the dead center of this is the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. The challenge, or what's highlighting this so far, is the Five of Cups, Scorpio energy. So almost as if with the Three of Cups, I'm feeling that for some of you, it's like a reuniting or a reconciliation of someone, of a friendship, or maybe even for some of you guys, you are starting to get more invites to go out with certain people. Oh, and there's the Four of Wands. Okay, Scorpio, I feel for you guys, this is and has very high potential of a soulmate union, reunion of someone that I feel for you, Scorpio, didn't do enough, didn't step up enough. You had to pull away, you had to step back. And here they are coming into your life again. Maybe it's because it's around the holiday times and they're feeling very sentimental. Maybe it's because since you guys split up, they regret a lot that they didn't do for you, that they wanted to have for you, but just couldn't do it. It could have just been excuses. But I do feel that now their intention of coming back into your life is to have the Four of Wands. They do see you, Scorpio, as being their soulmate. They do see you as being their significant other that they are meant to be with. Why they couldn't figure it out before, we'll kind of see if Spirit tells us about that. But their plan right now in coming back into your life is to cement something here that they don't want to mess up again. Yeah, and here's the Two of Cups. Cancer energy. Yeah, but I do see that the complication of this is that someone did hurt you. Someone did put you through a lot of hurt and pain and regret. And I do feel that's because at the time when they had you, they didn't know what they were doing. They felt as if they were out of control with their feelings for you. And instead of working on that with you, they just fled, or they just gave up, or they just pushed you out. Something along those lines there. But you know what's crazy? We have 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a ascending synchronicity. That's numbers going higher in value. So there is big change happening in your life in December, Scorpio. And I do feel it involves relationships. And if this isn't a soulmate, if it's not a romantic partner, then it could be a friendship, a family member, okay? Take it as it resonates. But for a lot of you, I feel this is romance related here. Could it be someone that's into music, has a music career, or plays an instrument as a hobby? Yeah, they just, at the time, Scorpio, they couldn't give you what you wanted out of this. Wow. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Messenger of Water. So this is Pisces energy, more water energy. So I do feel like someone is coming forward out of feelings for you, out of emotions for you, out of care for you. I do feel with this Knight of Cups an apology coming up. An apology of what they couldn't act on before, what they couldn't tell you before. But the reason why they're coming back is that they couldn't stop thinking about you, Scorpio. They couldn't stop thinking about what you two had. It remained on their mind. It was something that truly haunted them. And I do even feel like for some of you, what you don't know about this is that there was a family member or a friend that has been encouraging them to go back to you, Scorpio. They did see you guys as being good together, or that you had something that this person saw you made them very happy in some way. And so this person, maybe because they can't stop talking about you, finally whoever's been around them has said, you need to do this then. What are you waiting for? Why are you telling me this? Why aren't you telling Scorpio? Some of you are already dealing with this person returning and you're not sure how to handle it. You're not sure how to take it. What I can say is that for those of you who are tuning in from my last love reading, I don't feel this is the same energy. I'm not seeing the devil. I'm not seeing Seven of Swords or anything like that. So this may not be your reading if you really resonated with my last love reading. I do feel this is for someone that Spirit, God had to kind of separate you guys so they could really get things grounded, so they can really see the reality of the situation and the reality of what it's like to not have you in their life. But with the Eight of Wands in reverse, I almost feel like someone's saying, don't go. So I wonder if someone's thinking of moving, traveling, being gone, moving physically away from a city where you guys would hang out quite a bit. Now, others of you, maybe if this was a long distance relationship, if you lived, a drive away from each other, a few hours, or even different states or different countries, I do feel like someone wants to plan to come see you to tell you all this, or even they're as serious about being back with you, Scorpio, that they will make the offer to move closer to you to get this to work. And maybe that's kind of what ended in the first place, was the long distance. Especially if this was going on for a long time and someone still wasn't making the moves they needed to make in order to grow this connection. But let's just jump right on into it. Three of Cups, Cancer energy. So I don't feel third party energy with this. I have to be honest here. And if that is a question in someone's mind, let me just settle that now. What I am feeling with this is that someone wants to reunite, reconcile, to be back with you, to heal with you. You may even run into them at if you guys are from the same town, for some of you guys, even though you live in different places now, maybe you're going to the same bar that everyone goes to in town and you see them there. But I do feel for others of you, especially with the messenger or water, I almost feel like they're going to text and call you, wanting to ask you to see them, hang out, to talk on the phone, whatever it is that is specific for each and every one of you. But really it's to reconcile. So someone wants reconciliation, Scorpio, but the challenge of this is the Five of Cups. Scorpio energy. So I do feel like you're the one that's going to be doubting this in some way, or really carefully considering everything that's being presented into your life. I feel that with this Five of Cups, there was some element of disappointment that you still can't really let go or forget about. For some of you, it could have been the breakup, the separation simply between the two of you and whatever caused that. But others of you, I'm looking in my mind's eye at the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck depiction of the Five of Cups. And it's like you see this person wearing all black, crying over the spilled Three of Cups. But behind them is the Two of Cups, right? If you don't know the image, look it up. But I almost feel with that image in my head, it's like, if it didn't work before, why will it work now? And that's the question that's going on in someone's head. Yet they can't deny the Two of Cups energy that they know exists within this connection, that they feel at a level that may not make sense. But it is like some sort of a hunch or a gut feeling about a certain someone that has never been able to fade away, despite everything that has happened. But I really do feel the challenge of this is someone not making the same mistakes again, someone being worried that if you gave them the benefit of the doubt, everything would just be a repetitive cycle that someone does not want to go through again with a specific someone, because it did hurt. It was painful. It wasn't easy. So that will be on someone's mind in considering all this, as it is pretty normal to do, right? I'm hearing I want to make it up to you. I want to make up for the lost time. I want to make up for what I didn't do, what I didn't say, but can they really do it? I feel is still the question that remains for someone. Crowning this is the Four of Wands. Aries energy. So with this crowning the situation, I do feel that someone, again, wants to get back in a partnership with you because they were the happiest when they were with you. They felt the most alive. They felt the most passionate. And I do feel even their close family members and friends saw that energy, saw that light when they were with you. And again, this is just what they consciously see from this, from you, is the fact that you guys have had something that they feel is a soulmate energy, specifically even the Two of Cups reading this. This is almost honestly giving me twin flame vibes for someone out there. With this Four of Wands and Two of Cups energy. But again, the issue could be the problem of distance between the two of you and being closer to one another, or even moving in with one another. Maybe this is someone that you guys talked about moving in, but someone wasn't really ready to fully go through with it. There was always an excuse, right? But now maybe someone's coming back to say, I'm ready to make any of the changes I need to make. I'm ready to build that foundation because I care about this. I care about you. And I want to be happy again. They really feel like they haven't had that same happiness that they had when you were in their life, Scorpio. And again, I don't know, with this Three of Cups and Four of Wands, I almost feel like you're running into each other. Or you guys are going to be invited to the same event and see each other there. And that's when they're going to want to talk about this. It almost feels like a friend's house for some of you guys. Like a friend's house holiday party. But what's reading this is the Two of Cups. Cancer energy. So that's what I was kind of dipping into with the Five of Cups, that Two of Cups energy that still lingers, that still feels very strongly there. But someone does not want to get their hopes too high, despite all the feelings that start to surface when they think about you, when you think about them. But with the Two of Cups, I have to be honest here, and if it's simply not your message, don't take it. But I still feel both of you, to some degree, still have an amount of feelings towards one another. From the bond you've created during the time where you guys were dating, when you guys were talking, when you guys were romantically involved. And that bond has not faded. There's some sort of element there that's still very strong between the two of you. And I gotta say, in their perspective, Scorpio, they are convinced that there's something more profound here than they've ever felt with anyone else, that they only feel with you. Someone could have porch lights or like string lights in their bedroom, in their house. Maybe it's the Christmas lights I'm seeing, I don't know, but I'm seeing that for confirmation for someone out there. In the recent past, the King of Earth, Taurus energy. And so I feel this is a couple different things. If this is where it broke off between the two of you, when I picked up this card, I heard that I couldn't give it to you. I couldn't give you what you want. And maybe that's just the line that they used to break up this situation with you. Maybe in some way they weren't in a place of financial security. And so that's kind of what was taking over a big part of their life as to why they couldn't make the moves towards you. And if this King of Earth is not talking about what separated between the two of you, what they couldn't give you, what they couldn't provide for you, Scorpio, then I feel this is the catalyst of what's making them decide to come back. I wonder if they have done some growth internally to make them realize everything that they didn't realize when they were with you, but I feel just maturity in a sense. I do wonder if someone came into some sort of windfall of money, an inheritance, I don't know, some payoff in some way, and they're using that as a means to help them start to plan what they can do to get you back, as far as proposing some sort of offer of moving in together, being close to one another, traveling to see each other more often. But they feel for some reason now they can give you everything that they couldn't give you before. And maybe that's because they've done some maturity, some growth during the time you guys have been apart and separating. But It does give me hopeful vibes with the King of Pentacles in the upright. That this person is looking for something serious. That this person is wanting to commit to something very seriously because they have serious feelings for you, Scorpio. I'm seeing a red jacket too for someone out there that they wear, you wear quite a bit often. Now, this is interesting. The nearer future is 8 of Wands in reverse. So, couple different messages for different groups of you. For some of you, this is in regards to the distance between the two of you. And what I was saying of someone wanting to not be far away from you anymore, wanting to come see you, wanting to fly to see you, but they feel this space between the two of you that they want to fix, that they want to mend. They don't want there to be distance between the two of you the way it is and or has been for the last few months. Now, for others of you, with this 8 of Wands in reverse, you may be initially, when they try to have this conversation with you to come back in your life, you or them, whatever role you feel you're fit in, the other side of this, of the person who's receiving this invite, receiving this invitation to reconcile, may not be as open to it at first. Is not just going to go all out on a limb to jump forward into this to make it happen, because the 5 of Cups still remains as the challenge, right? So it's almost as if I'm getting this vibe with the 8 of Wands in reverse. You're going to have to show it to me because I did everything. And if you're serious about it, you're going to have to be making the moves. And I don't feel that comes from a need of trying to make someone overprove themselves, but again, to make up for everything that they didn't do. It's almost like I'll see it when I believe it type of energy that you may be kind of, or they may be kind of projecting into this. But you don't want to take anything fast again, Scorpio. Someone wants to take it a bit more slow. And this is going to take time to heal. It's going to take time to build, but the right person will stick through it. The right person will understand where you're coming from and will act accordingly. So let's pull some more oracle cards to dive deeper into this. Tell me more about this reading for Scorpio. Someone may be having internet or phone problems as well. Tear down the walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. Wow. 32, and maybe that's the 8 of Wands in reverse. Someone trying to tear down any walls, any distances, any problems, right? Because when I'm seeing the 8 of Wands as the usual depiction of it flying in the air, going places, going far, I feel there's a block. And maybe that's what the 8 of Wands is showing in the reverse here in the future, that someone wants to unblock what's been blocked between the two of you. Now with this card here, take it as you will. You'll know by now if this is your message or not, if you've stuck this long into it. But I do feel someone around your energy, spirit, is telling you to be open to this. Now that doesn't mean you have to give everything all at once. But I do feel, like I said with the 2 of Cups, there is something that you feel towards this and this person. You're very intuitive, Scorpio. You're very psychic. You're very empathic, and you pick up on the energies. And I wonder if some of you kind of felt like this was going to happen all along. This person's return, that unfinished business would be resolved, or whatever the case is, that the contract would be fulfilled. But I do feel with whatever they have to reconcile with you, Scorpio, apologize to you, is going to be something that makes you feel somewhat hopeful in this again, or something like this can actually work. But it could take time. But as that time goes forward, I do feel they're going to show more care, more devotion than they did before. Someone may be thinking of getting a new pet as well this month. But it says, yeah, give and receive security and warmth. And this is what this person wants to give to you now, Scorpio, as I saw with the King of Pentacles, that they couldn't give to you before. Someone could also have red hair. Let's keep going. Tell me more. Oof, okay, this one really wants to come out. Transformation. Libra just had this card. So if you're dealing with the Libra, or if you have strong Libra in your chart, I suggest checking out the Libra reading to see if there's messages for you there. But it says a fresh new way of living emerges. So I do want to say, and again, confirm for people out there, that someone has changed. Truly, honestly, devotedly changed. And I think you are going to see that as you start to reconnect with this person, or if you give this person a chance. I even feel energetically through what they have to tell you, what they have to show you, what they have to reveal to you, you're going to see that they've done a lot of growth. In a way that even still for some of you guys may seem to be hard to believe, but they're determined to show you how much they've changed. They're determined to show you how much they've grown. Since your separation, it really hit them hard, Scorpio. The letter T is sticking out to me, as in Tyler, as in Trisha, first, middle, last initial. Specifically last initial. But yeah, I do feel that this is the catalyst for the transformation in your life, in your love life. But more importantly, I feel that someone wants to transform the energy between the two of you and take action toward making something happen. To remove the block, to remove the awkwardness, to remove the discord that has been existing, and finally do something about it, Scorpio. Let's keep going. Tell me more about December for Scorpio. Glamour, number 15. And what it says is, into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. And again, I feel this is their energy. They've reflected a lot about who they were, and they really were honest with themselves about what they didn't like about themselves that led to this separation with you. What they've done, and I really do feel they feel guilty about it. They feel ashamed about the past that they experienced with you, Scorpio. But instead of just being at a distance, not doing anything to fix it, I feel this is different. I feel that they're being honest with themselves. They're being open with themselves, which is going to be shown to you and reflected to you, Scorpio. And I do feel another way, Scorpio, maybe this connection showed you a lot of things about yourself. Maybe the things that you allowed up to a certain point that led to this breakdown, maybe certain patterns or behaviors that you were attracting into your life, or that you started to see was a problem within the connection as well, because most times it does take two to tango. Sometimes maybe someone missteps a lot more than the other, sure. But I think both of you have looked within yourselves and identified the things that you want to fix, you want to heal. Maybe at the time you kind of gave up on this person or doing this for this person because you didn't know if they were doing the same. You didn't know if they were doing the same reflection in their own time, but they did. And I do feel you mirror a lot to each other. And that's the strong soulmate twin flame energy that we kind of see in those types of connections. Something has been revealed, someone is revealing something. And I feel that as more is revealed between the two of you, more possibility is going to be felt between the two of you, that something can really come out of this. All right, Scorpio, I do feel you missed each other. And there were times where you were mad at them. You did build a wall because of the hurt they may have put you through, as breakups are very painful. But I do feel as well there were other times when you did kind of wonder what this person was doing, what they were up to. And they were doing the same thing with you, really and honestly. So let's go ahead and get one more card. Anything else Scorpio needs to know about this reading, about December, about what's happening in their life currently or will soon happen? Dear in love. Oh, that really touched my heart. And it says, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. You know, when I was reading that, I really do feel this is how this person views you, Scorpio. Of course, you have that sting. Don't get me wrong. You're the Scorpion. But what made them fall in love with you was your heart and your soul. And when you are truly dedicated to something, you give your all. And they do respect you, despite what happened in the past, whatever they've learned within this separation, it's made them really realize how graceful of a person you are, how worthy you are, and how much they were not left with when you left their lives, how empty they felt. But with this being the essence of love here, I do also want to say, Scorpio, again, if this is not going to be an overnight process, I think they'll understand that for sure. And be kind to yourself, be healing with yourself as you guys are going through this. And I feel that if you ever felt alone when you were with this person, like they weren't emotionally available, they couldn't give you what you wanted, they couldn't provide for you what they wanted, they're ready to make it up now by giving you this love that they're hoping you'll reciprocate. But again, it's all up to you, Scorpio. This is what they want. This is what they visualize with you. This is what Spirit is revealing to you about the circumstances of why they're returning. But with this energy here, with the love, I do feel there's a love between the two of you that has always bound you guys, has always been a form between the two of you guys. And maybe Spirit wants to remind you of this love that you guys have. And maybe that will help you make a decision in regards to all this. So thank you so much, Scorpio, for joining me for your reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it provided you with confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, guidance in regards to whatever situation you're in right now or you soon will be. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Scorpio, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Scorpio.